Yo guys, and welcome to a new video. Today I watched a documentary about John Wick called Wick is Pain. Alright, to celebrate the release from the world of John Wick, Ballerina, I thought and I went back to another movie about John Wick that came out also this year, which is Wick is Pain, a documentary feature film about the entire making process of John Wick Chapter 1 all the way through Chapter 4 with John Wick Chapter 2 and Parabellum also in there. So I thought that could maybe be pretty interesting to watch. So I put it on and I have to say it indeed was pretty interesting. I can say it's around 2 hours and 6 minutes long, which is very much on the long side. I mean, you kind of get it because they span over 10 years and they talk about 4 movies separately, so that's really fucking long. But you kind of get it and it doesn't really get boring, which is a good thing, but it's also just, again, way too long. I mean, I think this one would have been nice with an 80 to 90 minute runtime. I get why they couldn't do that, but I feel like the movie would have thrived off of that. I mean, they talk about the entire thinking process behind John Wick and how it got made, which was really interesting. And then came the most interesting part, which was the disastrous development cycle that they went into with John Wick, with all of the things happening, like their budget being pulled and everything else going on, and them having to shorten the entire runtime, having to shorten everything, and then not knowing for sure what the kind of style what they want to be and why there are such cruel animals killing a dog and stuff like that. So that was really interesting, seeing the entire thought process of the start of the John Wick universe, which wasn't even a universe at that point. It was just the John Wick film, which was awesome. They didn't even have a release date for it. They didn't have a wide release. They had nothing for it. And the only moment where they started believing in it, they tell you about it and what it is, and it's really damn interesting. And then they talk about John Wick Chapter 2 and how a sequel was inevitable and how they had to do that and how they had to make everything bigger and bigger and bolder and greater and greater. And it's all really good. But they spent so much time on the pre-production of John Wick and on John Wick Chapter 1 that they kind of rushed through Chapters 2 to 4, which is awesome because otherwise the movie would have been 3 hours long. But maybe you could have trimmed down the first half of it so the rest of it doesn't felt this rushed as it was right now. It felt like they had, oh yeah, we did that. Like, the entire first half of the movie, which is the pre-production and John Wick Chapter 1 where they talk about, that's really interesting, that's really fleshed out, and then for Chapter 2 to 4, they just say like, oh, and we did this, oh, and we did that, oh, that was cool as well, oh, we did that as well, oh, how do we make this bigger, oh, that was cool, 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 that scene was cool, that scene was cool, do you know about that scene? Yeah, that scene was cool, that stuff like that. It's still really interesting to hear them talk about some of these scenes, like the knife fight and the incredibly unbelievable fall that you cannot possibly survive in Chapter 3 Parabellum, and then also the staircase fight in Chapter 4 and stuff like that, which is all really interesting. I just hope that they wouldn't have skimmed through everything that fast in that later half of the movie. Still, it's a really interesting documentary if you haven't seen it yet, and if you are a big ass fan of the John Wick universe, I highly recommend watching it because it's just pretty damn fun to watch, and it tells you a lot more about the thought process of the John Wick universe, and it tells you a bit more about a possible John Wick Chapter 5, which in my eyes still seems impossible after that beautiful ending of Chapter 4. But it's in development, we know it's coming, we have a Kane spin-off from the character from Donnie Yen from Chapter 4, and of course we have Ballerina being in movie theaters right now, which I will review tomorrow. Stuff like that. It's fun. It's really interesting. I'm gonna give this one 3.5 stars. I thought it was pretty fun. It wasn't groundbreaking, but it was fun to know more about this beautiful universe of John Wick. Alright, what did you think of this documentary? Have you seen it? Have you even heard of it? Please let me know in the comments down below, because I'm really excited to hear your opinion on it. I want to thank you for watching, and I'd like to see you in the next video. Thank you, and bye bye.